A secret place of quiet meditation.
Hi everybody, hey, welcome to IGS Voice of Life Message. Thank you for joining me on today. Today I had a very special word I want to drop today, and it's I want to talk today really briefly on love. On love, we use this word so loosely, and really we really need all of us. We sometimes take the time to really uh, look up, go in deep research of really what love is, because a lot of us take use the love word love so loosely, and it's becoming a typo. Uh, do we really know the true meaning of love? Love is defined as an emotion of strong affection and personal attachment. The word carries a lot of power. We need to be very mindful of how we use the word. The word love has four Greek meanings: agape, eros, uh, philia, storge. Uh, Briefly, I'm going to try to as quickly break these four Greek words down. Agape is the unconditional love that one has for another. The greatest example of agape love is God giving his son as a supreme sacrifice for our sins. But God shows his love for us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Christ loved us in spite of the lack of love that we show to him. My mother, in her sermon a couple of weeks ago, described agape love as one-way love. Jesus loved us, but we don't love him back. It's time for us to show Jesus and our fellow man agape love. What if Jesus didn't love us enough to die for us? What if he didn't love us enough to forgive us for our sins? Let's talk about eros. Eros is a type of love that we're all familiar with. Eros is defined as intimate or erotic. The Greek word erotic is erotos. Love in the sense of being in love or loving someone. The author C.J. Lewis, one of my favorite authors, identifies eros as indifferent. It is Venus that desires the sexual aspect of a relationship, while Eros, the Greek god, longs for the emotional connection with the other person. Lewis concludes that Eros can become a god to people who fully submit themselves to it. He says that it can be an extremely profound experience for people, even up to the point of suicide attacks and furious refusals to part. Eros may feel good at the time, and, but suddenly turn toxic. That's why young people, it is important that you should not engage into sex until you are married, so that you can get to know the person first. Please don't just jump into a relationship just because the guy looks good. What looks good is not, excuse me, I should say never, not always good for you. Philia is love between friends. There's nothing better than to have a friend by your side that is there for you through thick and thin. A great example of friendship is found in uh, 1 Samuel chapter 20. You can, in your time frame, you can read that in its entirety. It tells the story of Jonathan and David. Jonathan risked his life to protect David from Saul. Imagine your parents telling you to go and get Saul, your best friend, so he could kill him. Imagine that. Jonathan did everything possible to protect David from his angry father. As I said, you can find this story in 1 Samuel 20. Read the chapter in its entirety. Great story. Sorge is love of natural affection among family. It's that type of love that we have for our parents. We have lost that familial love, that family structure that has been destroyed by us allowing the enemy into our home and running rapid within our home. Along with familial love, we need to restore the love of God back in our home. Saying it's true, charity indeed starts at home. Closing, learn the types of love and place them in your mind. We have to be very careful of how and when we use the statement "I love you." I should say how we use the statement "I love you." When people say that "I love you," we need to ask them how do they love us or why do they love us. I should say some people.
A secret place of quiet meditation.